So welcome to the Refreshing Views Observatory tonight. We're going to look at the Planetary Parade. We've got Saturn. Well, Saturn's a bit low through the trees. We've then got Venus, the crescent moon. High overhead, I can see Jupiter. We've got Mars as well. And as a bonus, I will show you what the planets look like through a telescope. What's unique about this is they're all visible in the evening sky. So starting off after sunset, look towards the west where the sun is setting, and you'll see a very bright star, very bright star, far brighter than any other star, and that is Venus. That's our closest planet. Through the telescope, it's actually a crescent shape, so we can actually see its dark side. We can actually see the night side of Venus. That's why it's got that sort of crescent shape. And below Venus, we've actually got Saturn, and I can see Saturn through the trees if I get the angle just right. I don't know if you're picking it up on the camera, but I can certainly see it here. So between Venus, bright star Venus, the bright planet Venus, I should say, and the horizon, you have Saturn, just visible as a sort of reasonably bright star. Obviously tonight we've got the crescent moon as well. And then if I turn the camera, you've got up there, that bright star is Jupiter. So over here we've got Orion, 3 belt stars of Orion, from Orion up to Taurus, that V shape there, and then that is Jupiter. That bright star there is Jupiter. You've got the Pleiades, the 7 sisters as well, that little star cluster, little group of stars together. And if you pan further around, you've then got Mars. So this is Castor and Pollux, the twins, Gemini. And then there is Mars, this bright orange star. So there we go. We've got Saturn down on the horizon, brilliant Venus. Tonight we've got the crescent moon. Obviously the moon will move night from night. Jupiter high overhead, next to the 7 sisters, next to the Pleiades. And then Mars shining brightly as well. Got Venus on the screen now. And look at that beautiful crescent. And what happens is Venus is between us and the sun, so actually we see part of its dark side, we see part of its night side. And that shimmering effect is actually the Earth's atmosphere. That's the turbulence within our own atmosphere that's sort of distorting that view. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, especially with this crescent moon. What a glorious night. I get so happy when it's like this. It's so beautiful. Crescent moon, planets, Pleiades, Jupiter, Orion. What a beautiful night. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump from Venus, we'll go past the moon, and we're going to have a look at Jupiter. So we've just swung the scope over to Jupiter. We've got this beautiful view of the biggest planet in the solar system, but on one of its moons, this is Io, the closest moon into Jupiter. This is the moon that's actually casting its shadow onto the surface of Jupiter. And we can see that in the telescope. I'm going to capture that with a camera. And this is what I love about amateur astronomy, is I'm sitting here in the backyard and I can see one of the moons of Jupiter actually casting its shadow onto the surface of Jupiter, and I can then photograph that, I can image that, and then share that with you. So while I wait for my video captures to complete and my processing to complete, if you are interested in seeing more videos of the night sky, then do check out our Patreon account, and that will help us fund more videos, pay for more exploring of the night sky. Wow, isn't this great? So I've swung the telescope across to Mars, and on the screen I can actually see the disk of Mars, I can see the desert surface features. And we're going to do the same technique again. I'm going to use the high-speed camera, we'll record loads of video frames again, we'll use the software and produce that sharp image. Oh, you've got to see this sky. I've got the telescope silhouetted, I've got Orion behind it. There's Jupiter, the Seven Sisters. There's Mars overhead. Still got the bright light from the moon. It's so glorious, not a breath of wind. Wow, such a good night. So I'm recording nearly 200 frames a second of Mars, and that means in the 2 or 3 minutes I'm capturing the video, I've got thousands, tens of thousands of video frames for the software to store. So, and even with the eye, you can see the polar hood and the desert marking. So this is going to be a really nice image that I can share with you. And I'm going to have to be quick, actually. Oh no, it looks like some cloud coming in. I'm going to shut up, capture my video, and then hopefully beat the cloud. It was forecast to cloud over later, but looks like it's coming in now. So I'll shut up, capture my imagery, and I'll share it with you afterwards. So the software's finished crunching through the files I've actually got on the screen. I can see Mars, I can see surface details, I can see the desert features and the polar ice caps, or maybe it's the polar hood, but anyway, the white cloud, the white ice caps at the top. And I say that's captured with the telescope in the garden, in the backyard. Fantastic. Cool. So unfortunately the clouds have never really cleared, so I've actually packed the observatory away. I've rolled the roof back, put the telescope to bed, and I've just been processing the planetary images, and I love the fact on the monitor behind me I can see that crescent shape of Venus, see the dark side of Venus, the night side of Venus. We've also got that celestial dynamics on Jupiter. We can see the moon Io casting its shadow onto the surface, onto the cloud tops of Jupiter. And then of course we've got the desert features on Mars. We can actually see the deserts of another world. Now, because of the clouds, we never really got to see Uranus and Neptune. So next time it's clear, if the conditions allow, we'll get the big scope across to Uranus and Neptune, show you the outer giants of the solar system, the ice giants of the solar system. I'm going to send these pictures off to the British Astronomical Association. That's where all my pictures go. They collate those up with all the other observers from around the world. And if you want to see the actual techniques I use to process these planetary images, then check out this video here. That's a walkthrough of Jupiter, and then I've also got some high resolution imagery of the moon as well, so check those out as well if you want to have a look at those. But yeah, wow, what a night. Beautiful clear night till the clouds came across, but how nice to have that crescent moon and the planets and the winter constellations as well. Right, so this is something I've been wanting to show for a while. This is a book by Mary McIntyre. You see me interview Mary, you see me do some sketching and artwork with Mary, and she's written the Collins Stargazer's Bible. Now the highlight in here, of course, is page 249, which was some planetary, where is it? So in page 249, you can see there is some imagery of Mars. Now I took that picture, so I took those pictures in the 2022 apparition, the 2022 opposition of Mars, and you can see Mars was a long way from the Earth. We undertook Mars from the inside. It got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then smaller and smaller and smaller. I put that together as a mosaic, and then Mary has kindly included that in the book, in the Collins Stargazing Bible. So Collins have actually given me a copy of the Stargazing Bible to give away, and I'm meeting up with Mary next month in March at the Practical Astronomy Show, so she's going to sign this and then I can do a subscriber giveaway. So make sure you're a subscriber to Refreshing Views, and I'm afraid to say it's probably got to be UK subscribers only, just because of the sheer cost weight of sending this internationally. So UK subscribers, if you want a copy of Mary McIntyre's Collins Stargazing Bible, signed copy, then make sure you subscribe, and I'll do a giveaway when I've met up with Mary next month. So I hope you enjoyed that tour of the Planetary Parade. Remember, don't forget to subscribe, chuck me a like, and I look forward to bringing you more videos as we explore the night sky. Oh, and my thanks once again to the patrons. Thank you for your continued support, and I look forward to bringing you more videos as we explore the night sky.